So Adam Pearce says that CM Punk's ready to make a decision. Pearce is alone with the Raw contract, so I wonder what show he's going to pick. Punk brings up his big decision and brings up the history that he's had in Cleveland. He's made his debut. He got punted in the head by Randy Orton and he lost his title. And I like that Punk kept kayfabe because he said, "Oh, when I woke up, I found out that I wasn't the champ anymore."
Yeah, that's good.
And of course, Punk mentions quitting WWE. And he says why he doesn't regret the decisions he's made. There was always a part of him that's wondered how disappointed the fans that paid to see him were that day. And he remembers that Piper went to WCW and he was disappointed. So he said for any of those fans that were sad, he understands. And hell, he apologizes. Punk says he's heard everyone's offer. Pierce has the best deal, but his mind was already made because he saw the Raw was going to be in Cleveland. So Punk shakes Pierce's hand and he signs the Raw contract.
It was good that he apologized, I guess. It does seem like he's at least trying to turn a new leaf.
Okay.
But there's some things going around on the internet that maybe this is all like part of the character. He's being fake, and then he's going to show his true colors, soon.
Okay.
Because he keeps calling this place home, and I'm happy to be back. And it's like, no, you're not. So maybe it's part of his character, and then he's going to bring back Prick Punk. It's like, I tried, and now I have to be me. So
that is something that you can put in his back pocket.
Yeah, this depends on where they're going with it.
So Rollins' music plays, and this fucking idiot is so mad that he had to grab his sparkly suit and fruity sunglasses, and he danced and jiggled. Then they have this awkwardly long stare down. Like, it was cool at first. Like, I could almost hear Punk's eyes blinking. And Seth says it's Monday Night Rollins, and Punk is fortunate to be standing in the ring with him. Rollins tells Punk to never call this place he abandoned home. Rollins is mad that Punk spent the last 10 years slandering WWE and Rollins. He resents the fact that he wants to walk right back in like nothing happened. Rollins says that it's his home, and he'll do everything he can to protect it from Punk. Rollins then says he hates Punk, but he wants him on Raw. Punk is either going to self-destruct, like he always does, or if by some miracle he's changed, and he has any gas left in the tank, then maybe one day he'll be lucky enough to stand across the ring from Rollins. Then Rollins claims he'll wrestle circles around Punk, and then Punk asks Rollins if he's done, because that's his one pass to talk to him disrespectfully without getting bitch slapped. And then Punk says he never asked for things to be handed to him. He's always stubbornly done things the hard way, and that hasn't changed. Punk says he's entering the Royal Rumble, and when he wins, maybe it's Rollins who he's coming after. I thought Rollins kind of sounded a little whiny. Not like voice-wise, just like, it's my home. You don't call it my home. You've been saying nasty things on the internet. And it didn't help that he was wearing Becky's clothes.
That's your takeaway from all this?
I mean, I'm excited for the match. I'm excited for the match because it's Punk. I know what Rollins is. I don't believe Rollins is serious. I feel like he's playing a character. And with this type of storyline, I think you need to give it your all as far as realism. And when you jiggle and shake your ass after when this guy came in and you were motherfucking him and giving him the finger and Michael Cole had to hold you back, and you get your sparkliest fucking suit from Becky and your stupid little sunglasses, I don't know, man.
Allow me to interject here with what I took out of this segment.
Yeah, go for it.
So first of all, Seth Rollins, he comes out. Yes, he does a little bit. He points to his ear. He tells the crowd to sing a song. That's it. Just a little 1 point. Walks out to the ring. He stares down Punk. So number one, we've already gotten a serious Rollins because he's not, doing his little dance and spinning and all that stuff. He
did on the way to the ring.
He just pointed.
Okay. We'll agree to disagree.
He gets in the ring. He stares down Punk. You're already getting a holy shit chant before they even said a word. Tells you the crowd is fully invested in this. And I like that CM Punk, and then as soon as he signs on the dotted line, dun, 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 music plays. It's like, let him sign. Now I'm going to go and cook him. Because that's what happened here. So we get to the stare down. First of all, I didn't realize Seth Rollins was so much taller than Punk. That
I
was
didn't either.
It's like, golly, he's really that big.
Yeah.
Some people pointed out the fact that Rollins was wearing purple, Punk was wearing black, so you got a Batman and Joker thing going on there. Maybe they're reaching for that. I don't know, but that's what they pointed out. So Seth Rollins, he calls Punk a hypocrite, number one. He brings up the fact that this is your last chance in wrestling. Like, you mess this up, you're done. You can't go back to AEW. You're not going to Impact. And then Seth Rollins said, I don't want to mix my words here. I know I'm amped up. Like, I don't want any confusion. I hate you. Very direct, very straightforward. I hate you.
I hate you, but I want you to be on Raw because you're going to self-destruct.
Yes. Third point. I hate you, but I want you to be on Raw because when you mess up, I want to be there to slam the door on your legacy. Because again, this is your last chance. So you're getting kicked out of wrestling, and I want to be there to be the one to kick you out. But if you've turned the corner somehow, I can now show you what it means to be the best wrestler in the world. Everything he hit on there was just gold.
Except for the delivery.
What do you want? Should LA Knight have done it for him?
Yes. Say it with his chest, yeah. Maybe he'll have Becky talk. I don't know.
Well, it's what he said, not how he said it.
What he said
you
was...
You can't fault the guy for his voice.
Well,
Mike Tyson. You think Mike Tyson? If he tells you I'm a Tyrannosaurus Rex and I'm gonna rip your head off,
if Seth Rollins even remotely looked like Mike Tyson, then that's a different story. That's like Brock Lesnar. He can't talk for shit.
That's true.
He's like, I'm gonna punch you in the face, Muttonhead. And before you can even ask him what Muttonhead is, your face is caved in. Or you call it Seth Rollins, baby. I'm gonna come get you, baby. What are you saying, Brock?
It doesn't even matter. But yeah, I think this is being built towards a generational feud. One that you're going to remember, maybe not you, but like people are going to remember for years and years to come.
I missed the Cody Rollins thing. Are they basically doing the same thing here? Like Cody came in and then Rollins is acting like the gatekeeper?
I guess you can say, yeah, that's what they're doing.
I mean, obviously, this is deeper.
Yeah, I would put this more... The parallel between this and the Hangman CM Punk feud, mix the words around. It's basically what Hangman said to Punk. I'm not defending this title from you. I'm defending AEW from you. Pretty much, yeah, the same thing. And again, it's only been a week, but I haven't seen anything about a backstage brawl or, Punk eating a muffin, calling Adam Page, whatever he called him.
Wasn't he on the Deadline and he congratulated Cora Jay and said how proud he is of her?
Yeah.
What a locker room cancer.
Yeah, and he was actually at NXT this week too. I don't know, he's doing this training thing where he's like helping the younger talent. And they actually want to listen to him. Speaking of the Cora Jade thing, she's totally fangirling him. It's like, man, Punk, you got it right in your palm.
Yeah.
I know you got AJ Lee and all, but that's a 10, 20-year build you put in there. And I know she has Braun Breaker, so there might be a problem there. But you planted that seed 20 years ago, and she was like 10, and you just had to wait for the tree to grow. Now it's growing, and you just go knock it down. At least that's where my mind would go.
Gotcha.
But this also shows, like, I don't know, the levels between AEW and WWE. It's pretty much the same promo, but you hear nothing about a brawl or anything because, like Rollins said, there's levels to this.
Right.
And WWE is showing that they're on a different level.
Well, this match is going to happen, so we're going to find out how we get there. Is it going to be through the Royal Rumble? I don't know. It just seems a little bit too predictable.
That Punk wins?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this already. I'm having Seth Rollins win the match.
Against Punk?
Against Punk. Win the match against Punk. It does more for Punk's character to lose that match because now he can drop all the bullshit and be the Punk we expected if he loses the match. Maybe what Seth Rollins was saying was true. You can't go anymore. You're not home. All this stuff. Seth Rollins calling him a hypocrite for calling it his home. Maybe that was all true just because he lost the match.
Well, it depends on how he loses. Like, does Seth, I don't know, pull the tights or something? Do they fight till neither one of them can barely stand and Seth just gets a roll up?
I just have Seth go out there and out wrestle him and then win clean. And then it's like, and now Punk has to dig deep to come back from that. Or sends his character into the deep end. I never really liked this place. The only reason I came back? Now you just have pipe bomb Punk.
Or he can beat Rollins and actually bring prestige to the belt that Rollins is supposed to be bringing prestige to.
Maybe. I think he brought a little bit prestige, like that Rollins that came out. Yeah, again, he did the dance at the beginning, but for the most part, he was serious.
I guess. I don't
That
know.
was the locker room leader.
Like when you hear Punk talk, like Punk said like a sentence and there's more bite to it than all of what Rollins said to me. I'm not saying what Rollins said was bad. I'm just saying how he said it.
Punk, okay.
No, well, go ahead.
I mean, he's basically, next time you come out here and cook me.
Yeah. If you're here in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what Punk did.
No, I thought that was a good line though. Like, are you done? Good. That's the last time you talk to me disrespectfully. As champion, because Pierce is there. As a gentleman, I'm warning you. I thought that had more bite to it than anything Rollins said. I think Rollins had some good zingers, but if somebody could have delivered them better.
I'm not talking about how it's said. I'm talking about what was said. If I just tell someone I hate you,
I hate you.
so I can close the door on your legacy. You missed that part.
It was a good line. Just Rollins said it. He doesn't do it for me.
You don't. Yeah, you don't have to like him.
Yeah. So later, Punk had a backstage moment with Judgment Day. Also, Kofi, Chad Gable, and Ricochet. And then he also had a thing with Drew McIntyre. Anything to add?
Not really. There wasn't really much there.
Yeah. Oh,
And
no.
I have another thing that I want to bring up here. I know this is like knee-jerk reaction, recency bias, Monday morning quarterback thing, but right now, I would argue that this feud, the way they're building it, it's slow build, but they're already building it. We might be looking at this being night 2 of WrestleMania. Bumping Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns rematch to night 1. And again, it's probably just like a overreaction, but that's what the internet's about.
Right. I don't know if I have a strong preference either way. As long as those 2 matches happen, I'd be satisfied. It's going to be a long-ass night for both days either way.
That's true. Well, I'm just saying, the way it's building right now, by the time we get to WrestleMania, this feud will be more built. Because Roman and Cody, they had that stare down a couple weeks, or like a month ago.
Right.
And that was it. They haven't, it's also because, Roman hasn't been at SmackDown to build the feud. But he was there this week. He didn't mention Cody. So.
He didn't mention a lot of things.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe it'll change when the night comes, but creating internet buzz, maybe this needs to be night 2 already. Unthinkable. Even the day before War Games, to think that CM Punk would be back in WWE and main eventing night 2 of WrestleMania is just unfathomable.